Okay, so we've just arrived at the beach and today's topic is how to quit alcohol. I drank and took drugs for close to 15 years and it was the biggest source of pain in my life. Although I didn't realize this until I turned 30, when one day, all of a sudden, I woke up. Not literally woke up, because I'd been awake all weekend partying and taking drugs. But I woke up one weekend in the outback of Australia, which is another story. Maybe we'll get into it towards the end of the video. But I am now 4.5 years sober. And I've recently just quit my job and gone all in on my passion, which is teaching people how to quit alcohol and drugs and find meaning and purpose in life. And just generally just go after the life that you really, really want. Not the life that you'll just settle for, with a job that pays the bills, a vacation now and again, go to the same pub with the same friends, but the life that you really, really, really want. Now, for the guys who are watching, you're probably thinking, if you're on the fence about drinking, how will I socialise sober? How will I meet women? How will I make new friends now that I can't drink alcohol and find it still fun to go to the pub? And this was my problem as well. By the way, guys, I'm just going to give it to you straight, okay? It's only in the last 3 months since I've left Australia and decided to go out my comfort zone and actually approach women, approach other guys to be my friend and to go on some dates, that I've actually learned that I can actually be social sober. So it wasn't like I just quit drinking and all of a sudden I could just go out and socialise with people and my life was great. It just doesn't happen like that. People think when they quit alcohol, within a month or 2 months, everything's going to be fixed, their life's going to be better. But that is when the real work begins. And to be honest, I was just literally fed up of being fed up, of just having nothing to do, struggling to go out on dates, seeing beautiful women in public, and then when they walk past and they gave me the eye, I didn't go up to them and talk to them, and I would just be full of regret and kicking myself. So as soon as I moved away, I went to Bali, I decided that I needed to step out of my comfort zone and I needed to start approaching people. I met a pretty cool guy who I follow on YouTube with a big following. Met him in the sauna. He actually inspired me to go to Bali and quit my job. Managed to have a conversation with him, made friends with him, made friends with another guy called Jay. I'm sure you always hear me talk about him, but he is a good friend. Went on a date with a Ukrainian pop star. So a lot of things have happened, but what I've realised is you actually need to go out there and make things happen. You can't just be doing personal development, staying in shape, wearing nice clothes, doing all the things that you think are right, and then what you want is going to be attracted to you. It just doesn't happen. You need to go out there, be vulnerable, put your neck on the line, face rejection, and just make it happen. And trust me, it will happen. I struggled to making new friends. I struggled with dating women, quite simply because I only knew how to socialise sober, and now I'd stopped drinking. I was in bed by 9 p.m. every single night, so how could I go out and enjoy myself? So this could basically be a problem. For me, personally, I was too shy to go out and talk to women in public. The thought of going up to someone and asking them, you know, for their number and asking them out on a date was near enough impossible for me. And I thought to myself recently, if I'm going to make this sort of content and tell people to quit alcohol, then I need to be able to show them that it's worthwhile doing. And I think the main way to do that is by actually approaching people sober in a different country who I don't know, having a chat with them, making friends with them, getting some numbers, going on some dates, and that's exactly what I've done. Now, if you're on the fence about quitting alcohol and drugs, you would like my help, I've left my free sober guide, the black print. Link is in description. It's guaranteed to get and keep you sober. So recently, I've decided to go out in public and interview people in real life sober, to basically prove to you that I'm the real deal and I am who I say I am. I'm someone who can go out and socialise sober. I don't need alcohol to feel confident, and I can go up to that pretty girl, have a conversation with her, possibly get a number and maybe go on a date with her in the process, which I actually have as well, long before I started making these videos. But today I bumped into a guy called Dan. And the reason I want to put this up is because he's very inspiring. Dan is a Brit abroad, happily living in Vietnam, who has recently just decided to get sober in his 40s. So I thought that you guys could take inspiration from this, because if he can do it, you can. He has his own band and he has his own social life. So this is definitely one that you're not going to want to miss. Film in. Let me just double check. Right, yeah, you are. Okay, so I am in Da Nang and my channel is about quitting alcohol, and I've just bumped into this lovely guy. He's from the UK and he's got a band in Da Nang. You want to show you?
Tunes. Yes, we're playing tonight in Tom's Bar. Not that you know that, because, you know.
But I asked him, does he drink? And he told me that he doesn't drink. So I just want to know why he chose not to.
Well, I chose not to. I went to Uganda about a year and a half ago for 4 months, and I've lived in Da Nang for 6 years, and I used to drink quite a lot because it's dirt cheap, it's really hot, you know, you get thirsty, you go out a lot, and it's kind of the norm. But when I got to Uganda, the beer is so strong, and it's so big, and it's even cheaper, and I discovered that hangovers are just not anything that I want to have ever again. I had a really bad one in Uganda. So I came back over a year ago, and I got back to Da Nang, and the day I got back, I quit. I just said, you know what, I'm making a decision. Stop smoking cigarettes, stop smoking weed, stop drinking alcohol.
Oh, wow.
And I felt so much better since that.
And how long's it been now?
A year and a month.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
okay. So that one bad hangover, do you think it was an accumulation of all the times of going out and just feeling like shit?
Well, it's strange, you know, in Da Nang, you got to the stage where you can go out and drink 20 cans of beer and you don't feel like you're drunk. You feel like it's kind of, because, you know, the little kind of, you know, not a pint, you're just drinking a can of Coke size, but it's just a kind of, it's a habit. You're drinking it because other people do, and you're hanging around with people that drink, so you drink. When you hang around with people that don't drink, you don't drink. And it's amazing how quickly you get out of that habit of not drinking just by associating with people that don't drink as well.
I left the UK and I went to Australia, and that's when I decided to stop drinking. So
how long ago was that, if you don't mind me asking?
that was just under 6 years ago.
Fantastic.
And then I think it was about 9 months in Australia. I saw the way people were living by the beach, and I just decided I wanted to stop drinking, like rebuild my life, change my identity.
Yeah.
How long have you not been in the UK for?
I left in 2017.
Okay.
I did a year in China, and then nearly 7 years in Vietnam.
Okay.
Drinking most of the time, but you know what? It got to 6 months. Someone said you should try to quit drinking for 6 months, and I thought, no way. At the time, you think, no way, 6 months, that's huge. But when it got to 6 months, I said, well, I might as well do another 6. And then I've done a year. So now I've done a year. It's gone quick so fast. You know, I'm just going to keep. I have no interest in drinking even one shot of anything. Someone offered me some whiskey yesterday. I'm like, no way. Water.
I did a video on the honeymoon benefits of quitting alcohol. Like, you get better sleep, more clarity, more focus, you eat healthy.
Yeah.
Better skin. What did you find when you quit drinking?
Well, I'm a kid's English teacher. I wake up at 6 a.m. 7 days a week, and I go to school, and I feel great waking up early. You know, it's too hot as you probably know, lying on the beach in Vietnamese sunshine, it's baking hot. But, you know, by 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, it's roasting. So to get up and just go to work and have a clear head. You know, there's plenty of teachers that come here and do like the backpacking thing, and they go out and get absolutely shit-faced and wake up the next day and teach kids. And I think I probably was guilty of doing that myself for one period of time. But now, you know, I've got a lot more work, a lot more classes. It seems to be like a sort of a snowball effect of, I don't know. I've just got a lot more work, a lot more teach, a lot more gigs as well. My band doing a lot more gigs. Band are doing really well. You know.
What's the name of your band again?
Looney Tunes on Facebook. Da Nang Ska Band. That's SKA. If you know from Wales, you must know this, man.
I'll put it in the link anyway. Do you have Instagram as well?
Oh, well, we have Facebook, and we did have Instagram. It got shut down after 5 years. Don't know why. No idea why.
Must have posted something drunk. One more question.
Sure.
Do you have friends who drink, and how do you handle having friends who drink?
Well, most of my friends drink. One or two don't, but most of them do. And because I'm playing music all night, and as you're in bars, people come and they want to, you know, they drink, of course, make some dance. But I'm the drummer and the singer. I've got to be sober. If I'm drunk and I forget the songs or forget the words or drop the sticks or whatever, the whole gig goes tits up. But I've got to stay focused. You know, I'm the band leader, arrange all the rehearsals, play the set list, do the songs, do all the advertising. Been dishing out flyers on the beach today, so I've got to be clear. If I'm hungover, there's nothing happens, you know. So
What would your advice be if someone was on the fence about quitting alcohol and they knew it wasn't serving them? What would you say to them to get them over the line?
Think back to your last, or to their last hangover, and think what it felt like, thinking, oh my God, I'm rough as a, badger's ass kind of thing. And think how much money they're spending. In Vietnam, obviously, it's really cheap. A can of beer is what, 30k, maybe 20k, maybe 10, that's about 30 pence in real money. So, I mean, in the UK, what was it, a £5 a pint?
Yeah.
I haven't drunk in the UK since 2017. So
It could be even £10 a drink somewhere, depending on where you drink.
So here's a good thing. When I quit smoking, I found out that I added up how much I was spending on cigarettes in a year. This was in the UK before, so what, £6, £7, £8 a packet. Times that by 20 a day, so times that by 365, that's about £4,000 or something like this.
Yeah.
Work out what you'd rather spend £4,000 on, or whatever it is, the money that you're accumulating by drinking.
You can live here for 4 months.
Yeah, I could live here for 4 years, mate, really. my rent's 150 quid.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
And I live 2 minutes from the beach.
Wow.
And it's, find out how much you're spending in a year on alcohol.
Yeah.
Print off a picture. It could be a new laptop, it could be a holiday. Print off a picture of that thing.
Yeah.
Put it on your fridge, and somewhere you're going to see it every day.
Okay.
And look at it and think, which would you rather have, a hangover or that thing in a year? And in a year, you've got your thing.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your time. I'll put your Facebook on the video, and then the guys can get in touch with
Da
Dan.
Nang Ska Band. We were in Da Nang in Vietnam, and it's a ska band, and it's Da Nang Ska Band.
So come and view.
That's
come and watch.
Yeah,
thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Thank
mate.
you very much.
You're welcome. Bye.
So if you took inspiration from that story and you would like to see more videos like this, please let me know in the comments your current sober streak, and also give me a subscribe as well, because it'll help me be able to show you more videos that I make. And if you do want my help, as I've said, I've left my free sober guide, the black print, designed to get and keep you sober. Link is in the description, and I will see you in the next one.